Hi everyone, Mr. Ross here. I am going to be getting us started on Lesson 11 today. You're going to need your Readers and Writers Journal for Module B, Unit 3, Module B. I've got our calendar up here on the screen for us. I'm going to be talking about today's work for Monday, right here, Monday. So we're going to be doing Lesson 11. You're going to need to be in page 286 up to page 288. We're going to be doing the activities in that. You should have already finished reading Anatomy of a Volcanic Eruption. Mr. Crowell did that for you. You should check that out. And also Escape from Pompeii. Mr. Crowell also did that. You should check that out too. So you have to have both of those stories read in order to be doing this lesson today. Make sure that you have that. If you haven't, pause the video, go back, read those stories, and come back to this video when you're done. Before we get started with our assignment, I want to cover our vocabulary really quickly. First one is quivered. Quivered means to shake. You can quiver from fear. You can shake when you're really scared. You can quiver if you're really, really cold. Quivering. Our next one is originate. Originate means to begin to exist, to start, to be created. When did Apple originate the company? I don't know, back in like 1980? Originate. The next thing that we're going to talk about is our idea for today's readings, looking at secondhand accounts. Many of us have talked about first-person point of view and second-person point of view and third-person point of view. This is similar. A story can be told in either a first-hand account or a second-hand account. Today we're going to be focusing mostly on second-hand account. A first-hand account is a story told by a person who was actually there, who actually experienced it. Okay, so a story told by someone who saw the volcano erupt and what happened that day. That would be a first-hand account. A second-hand account is a story written by an author or authors who researched something and found out about it, but they weren't actually there. So both of our stories, Anatomy of a Volcanic Eruption and Escape from Pompeii, are second-hand account stories. Neither one of these authors were there during this event. They did not actually experience Pompeii erupting because it was a really long time ago. They did not actually sit there and watch a volcano erupt. Well, maybe they did, but for this second-hand account, they're not writing about what they saw firsthand. They're doing research. So let's get our Readers and Writers Journal ready to go. I'm going to use the digital version over here for us so that you guys can see the whole thing. Oh, let's go. Stay on page, save. We'll come back to that in a second. So the very first page of your Readers and Writers Journal today is going to be page 286. You are going to be doing some word analysis. This assignment has a poster and some misspelled words that we're going to correct. So it says circle the 8, nice job, 8 spelling errors in the school poster. Write the words correctly. So you're going to look over here at this poster called Our New After School Programs, and you're going to find those 8 spelling errors. Look at this word bank right here. This word bank is what's going to help you find the spelling errors in here. Then you can cross off the spelling error and rewrite it the correct way. Also, you can write it down here. One thing I wanted to point out to you, we should know most of these words. Coupon, that's what you use to get a discount. Menu, that's what you look at when you want to order food. Cafe, that's where you go to drink coffee and get some snacks. Deluxe, oh, deluxe means like fancy, big. Parachute, that's what you pull when you're skydiving. Mascot, that's the animal or character that represents your school. So, like us, we're the Hawks. Garage, that's where you park your car or keep all of your extra junk. And quiche, this was the hard one, quiche. It's like a type of food. It's kind of fancy. So, quiche, and it's a weird looking word, quiche. And then at the bottom, just 2 easy ones, you're going to choose which word is spelled right. Address, which one of those is the correct way to spell address, and experience. Which one of those is the correct way to spell experience? Ooh, that's hard. Experience is a tough word to spell for me. I always spell it wrong. Let's move on to our benchmark vocabulary and our write in response to reading. For benchmark vocabulary, I covered 2 of these vocabulary words, originate and quivered. The other words are expected, structures, and seriously. We want you to write 1 sentence for each of those words. You can go back on the video and you can listen to my examples for 2 of them and have some freebies if you want. And the second part of this page is the write in response to reading. It says, revisit anatomy of a volcanic eruption and escape from Pompeii. Which secondhand account gives you better, more reliable information? Use evidence from both texts to support your answer. So you are going to choose which story gave you better, more reliable information. Anatomy of a volcanic eruption or escape from Pompeii. I put a couple little notes right over here just to remind us. In the story Escape from Pompeii, they use vivid details, sensory details that apply to our senses. Anatomy of a volcanic eruption uses scientific language and facts. So, which one is more reliable and which one is better? Secondhand account. And the last part of your assignment today. Again, I'm going through this quick. So, you can pause the video right here, do your response, and then restart the video up when you're ready to go. Or you can watch this whole thing, remember all the directions I'm giving right now, and just do it all. That seems a little bit more hard. I would recommend pausing. The last part, I also put some good notes in here. Oh, this came back again. Don't touch that. It says, write an informative/explanatory paragraph to address this question. How can we reduce the impact of natural earth process on humans? Begin with an introduction that identifies your topic. Then introduce each fact you research in logical order. You're probably saying, Mr. Ross, what is reduce the impact of a natural earth process on humans? What does that mean? Reduce the impact of a natural earth process on humans. Well, I rewrote it in my own words over here in red. I said, how can we reduce the impact of natural disasters on humans? So how can we reduce the impact of an earthquake on human lives or human population? How can we reduce the impact of a tornado, volcanic eruption, tsunami? How can we reduce the impact of those things on humans? That's what the text here means when it says a natural earth process. Natural disaster is the exact same thing as a natural earth process. I also started you off with a nice sentence starter that is your introduction sentence that identifies your topic and introduces it to the reader. It says, we can reduce the impact of a natural earth process on humans by doing several things. It's a great introduction. It tells the reader what you're going to write about. Then I put a couple of sentence starters here for your reasons. First, the first way we can reduce the impact of natural disasters on humans is, and you need to come up with yours doing some research. And I also put another one down here for next. That is all I've got for you today. I don't want you to really worry about the modal auxiliaries. That's some extension work stuff. If you do not have time to finish it, that is okay. Well, folks, that's all I have for us. If you have questions or you need help, please reach out to your teacher. We would love to help you. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these responses and seeing what people say. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.